Hello and good morning everyone, and welcome to Monster Prom, an absolutely adorable looking game where I believe we get to date one of these really cute looking monsters we have flying around in the background. So shall we go ahead and get started and see what we can achieve, shall we? Do we want voice effects or do we want to make our own voices? Let's listen to the voice effects, why not?
Sweet!
Sweet indeed! Right, how many of you are there? Well, it's just little old me, I'm afraid. One player. And do we want to play the first term or the second term? I think we need to go with the first term, because we haven't played this game before. And also, let's just take a moment to check out how glorious this little sprite here is. He's the traditional little British gentleman, isn't he? Monocle, moustache, top hat. Marvellous. Okay, so we want the full game, of course, because why would we want to cut short our fun experience? Here we go! Ah, spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. Sounds a lot like me. Sometimes brilliant, sometimes stupid. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Oh my gosh, who am I? Oh, the choices, the choices. You've got a little buddy that appears to sit on your shoulder, haven't you? And your hair's made of fire? And you're like a zombie? Oh my gosh though, Bride of Frankenstein hair. Yeah, it's gonna have to be, isn't it? Oh, yes, love it. Who are you, really? I mean, do we keep her traditional name of Blue? Blue? Vicky? Or custom name? I mean, Blue also seems appropriate, because it's very similar to Boo, which is, of course, our name. So, let's do it. We'll keep it.
Yay!
Yay, indeed! And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks were left, and as we fantasised about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. This is totally not how my prom occurred. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Oh my gosh, yes! Isn't she wonderful? Damien LaVey, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Has he lost one of his horns? It looks like one's been cut off. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Sounds like a sweetheart. Liam D. Lioncourt, 4XX, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanour hid that he was truly a lovable dog. Oh my, look how wonderfully grumpy you are. You are just brilliant in that moustache. And that bow tie. I love it.
Yay!
Polly Geist, 22, maybe, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things.
What?
And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean, self-made gorgon with a merciless sense of business. We have a great set of options here. They're all lovely. I mean, I'd love to say I would pick one and target that one specifically, but you know, what are the odds of that actually succeeding? However, never fear. I always have a soft spot for homicidal mermaids and grumpy little hipster vampires. And you're cute too, Mr. Werewolf Jock. It was clear, it had to be one of them. But who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom dates. And even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. Oh wow, are we going to succeed? Who knows? All minds are rotten. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom, stupidest pop quiz ever, TM. We'll throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start! Interesting. Ha, look at you, Mr. Panther with glasses. Hey honey, there's something you need to know. Okay, Blue, we can do this. If you could put a curse on your worst enemy, what would it do? 1. I'd curse them to fall in love with a wonderful person and be happily married for years before they realise that all this time their partner was a wild panther in disguise. Then the panther viciously devours my enemy. Classic! Number 2. The curse of always meeting obnoxious people at parties who are super into new fad diets that feel the need to explain them in detail. And number 3. You can't rely on the effectiveness of a curse. I prefer to take care of my enemies the old-fashioned way, by exposing them to unsafe doses of radiation over the course of several years. Wow, these are all interesting. I mean, this is just genuinely super annoying. Who wants to hear about some new crap fad diet? Genuinely annoying, I dislike it, I know anyone cursed with that would be disliking of it, but this just sounds like so much like in-depth effort in order to just get them. I love it. It's devious. So bold. Okay, number 2. You get the chance to produce a movie. It's based on, number 1, the most influential Russian novelists of the 21st century have gone nuts. They don't remember anything about last night, and now they find the manuscript of the brothers Karamazov, and Dostoevsky has to deliver it today! Number 2. 2 cool guys walking away from rad explosions, and they don't look at the explosions. They don't give a thing about the explosions. They reflect on life and love, but it is super dope and kick-ass because they do so walking away from never-ending explosions! Number 3. Something about superheroes, but with a love triangle between a beautiful yet somewhat relatable girl, maybe she's always stating she's a mess, and 2 of them super hot superheroes, which are also like vampires or pirates or both. Instant hit! Okay, obvious choice here. Explosions! Blow up everything! So bold. Oh gosh, am I being predictable? What would be a deal breaker for a potential lover? 1. The person lacks taste. 2. The person lacks manners. 3. The person hates the outdoors. 4. The person is a coward. 5. The person is boring. Or 6. The person is mediocre. I mean, I'm not too fussed, to be honest. Taste, not really important. If they don't want to go outside, I don't care. Boring, yeah, that's probably a bad thing. Lacking manners is a little bit irritating. Coward, never fear. Apparently, I am so bold, so I'm sure I could protect them. And being mediocre, yeah, aren't we all a bit mediocre? So it's going to be between boring and manners. Let's go with boring. Okay. Let's see what all that quizzing has got us. Thinking. This is where we find out we've, like, locked ourselves into some path where we can only actually date one of them because we are the only person that is so bold enough. Okay, we've got smarts of 7, boldness of 9, creativity of 4, charm of 3, fun of 5, and money of 5. We are just not very charming. What do we do on week 1 in the morning? We could go to the library, the auditorium, the classroom, the tree outdoors, which looks like a bit of a party spot when you hover over it. Nice. We could go to the gym or the bathroom. I have no idea. Should we start the day at the library? Or in class? I feel like you go to class early in the day at school, really, don't you? That day, you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all, the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. Yeah. You gain +2 smarts. Oh, we got cleverer. Lovely. Afterwards, you see Polly and Damien eating some delicious-looking cookies.
Hiya!
Hey, would you like to buy a cookie to benefit the agents of chaos? I'm trying to get my destructive capitalism badge. Okay, so... all proceeds go directly to the uprising of chaos over order, and it's tax deductible. It does look like you lost part of your horn. I wonder if you date him if you get to find out the secret behind that. As I was setting fire to a nursing home the other day, I heard a voice echo so loudly in my head that my teeth rattled. It told me of an ancient order, and as it was described to me in 1,000 voices, blood trickled from my ears.
Fucking metal!
And then the voices gave me a badge for harassment of the elderly.
Classic!
And I earned my first badge for being unable and unwilling to stop partying. Oh gosh. My goal is to get enough badges to make a bikini out of them, and then wear it and nothing else everywhere forever. You might get a bit cold, mate. Probably shouldn't go to, like, I don't know, the Antarctic or Alaska or Greenland. My goal is to get enough badges that Polly makes a bikini out of them and wears it and nothing else forever. Strong goal.
It's Polly time!
I wonder what badge we should go for next, and what hijinks we can get into to earn it. Well, we've got options. Numero uno. You know what's crazy and chaotic? Being single and partying forever. Destroy the institution of marriage. Numero dos. Chaos is always better with some sensible agony. Replace all the water in school with swarms of mosquitoes. Now this just does leave me to one question. How are you going to replace water, a liquid, with a swarm of mosquitoes? Something that moves and buzzes? I don't know, but I really would like to find out.
Awesome, Boo!
Oh, I think that might have been a bad, not so creative thing. I mean, nothing is quite as chaotic or miserable as being covered head to toe in bug bites. And I particularly love it because I have ghost skin, so there's no way I can accidentally be caught in the middle of this. Oh yeah, because you're a ghosty, aren't you? Pollygeist. And if any of those little mother bad people try to come near me, I'll just torch them. Miserable minutiae badge, here we come! Go team! The three of you immediately set to work, draining all of the school's pipes of water and funneling in swarms of live mosquitoes instead. Yay! Students trying to take a drink of water suddenly find themselves with a mouthful of winged parasites stealing the blood from their tongue and gums. That sounds awful. Students sit down on the toilet, only to have their genitals accosted by thirsty, pointed proboscis. Students go to wash their hands, and are then unable to use them for the rest of the day because of how swollen they are from dozens and dozens of itchy, awful bites. Just when it seems like everything's on its way to practically perfect chaos, Damien runs over, looking panicked. If Damien is panicked, you know shit is about to go down. Oh man, you guys, I'm in so much trouble right now. My dads are pissed. Apparently, mosquitoes are a really integral part of the torture in hell, and I was not supposed to borrow large swarms of them without asking. Ah, shit! I hope you don't get grounded and miss the next Agents of Chaos camping trip. What are you going to do now? Probably misdirect my anger, frustration, and rage at the nearest target. Oh, please don't make that me. Well, that's your cue to bounce. You lose 2 smarts and 1 boldness. Dang. That was probably bad.
Let's go.
Ooh, lunchtime. Okay. Who am I going to sit with? Ooh, look, that's like a kitty girl over there. We weren't introduced to her. I think we need to sit at this table, though. This has got the homicidal mermaid and the werewolf chap. Should we do it? Yeah. You arrive at Scott and Miranda's table to find Scott happily chowing down, while Miranda stares horrified at her tray. Mph. What's wrong, Miranda?
Yeah.
Isn't it obvious? Right here on my tray. Fish sticks. Yeah, Fish Stick Friday! Isn't it great? It is not great, Scott. The fish are my subjects. This is clearly the work of the air people.
What?
Air people? Yes, do you not know of the air people, the merfolk's most hated rivals? Don't you read the news? Yeah, sure, because I totally know how to read. Yeah, we believe you. What? Well, I must insist that you cease eating those fish sticks immediately. It is high treason.
Oh,
But I've been really looking forward to Fish Stick Friday since last Fish Stick Friday. Are you sure I can't eat any? He's asking Miranda while holding a fish stick really close to his mouth, but you feel like you've got a better answer to settle this argument. You blurt out, 1. Haven't you heard, Scott? Fish sticks make you worse at sports. They contain ball-droppinol and nerdoflavin. 2. Fish sticks contain absolutely no fish. It's all garden snails and food-grade plastic. Scott can eat as many as he wants. I mean, this guy's gonna believe anything, isn't he? Let's see. We got a little heart with the merlady. Oh no, not nerdoflavin and ball-droppinol. Those are the 2 worst ones. Do the air people want me to be bad at sports? Of course they do, Scott. The air people hate sports and sportsmen. It is one of the most loathsome things about them. Aside from their feathers and their socialism. Wow. Well then, I'm not going to eat any more fish sticks ever, again. Fish Stick Friday? More like fish stick bye day? Yeah, man, I gotta go tell the rest of the wolf pack about this. Scott runs off to spread the anti-air people propaganda, and Miranda gives you a most regal smile. And now it's the evening. I have
Let's go.
little to no idea what we're achieving. Let's be real. This is all bonkers. But the evening, that sounds like we can go and do something fun, right? Because it's the evening. Do we go to the auditorium? Or do we go to the party tree? Should we go to the party tree?
What's up?
Oh, it's a shop. Welcome to my little shop. Buy some shit. I have shit that will boost your stats, shit that will lead you into stupid new adventures, even some shit that might be much needed at some very specific moments. So take a look. Okay. Ooh, stuff. So we've got 5 monies. We cannot afford this then. A corpse? I don't feel like we want a corpse, do we? A gift? A Russian novel? A sexy fake Latin accent? A motivational poster? Oh, it's Bob Ross. A fake badass tattoo? Some impractical yet kinda funny glasses? And a blanket with 2 holes. I don't really know what we do with any of these things. These 2 are obviously for events. Oh, this is so bonkers. Well, this one says it's 0. Can I have it?
Catch you later.
Ah, a drawing from a random kid. I know the composition is not that great, and the colour palette lacks depth, but it's a gift. Was that our whole evening? I'm so confused by this.
Let's go.
Right. Morning! Week 2. Where are we going today? Let's go... I think we should go to... Let's go to the gym. Let's do it. Let's be sporty. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain 2 charm. Marvellous. Later, you see Damien and Miranda chatting, and being a nosy little bitch, you decide to insert yourself into the conversation. I look forward to this adventure, so is there anything more wonderful than getting insight into the lives of commoners? You better not pull that shit the whole time. My dads are lords of hell, you know. Technically, I'm royalty too. Ah, Miranda. As cool as it was to know you were completely homicidal, you are becoming a little bit stuck up, aren't you? Are you, though? Damien rolls his eyes and turns to you. Mrs. Panthera paired us up for our hands-on homework assignment, going on an adventure. Apparently I have some anger issues and a thirst for violence that I should be channeling into something productive. Like, a thirst for violence isn't productive in and of itself. And I'm supposed to work on being more independent. Which is so strange, since I told my ladies and gentlemen in waiting to fix that for me last week.
Huzzah!
I wonder what sort of adventure might give us the wonderful experience we need to fix our perceived but obviously non-existent flaws. Well, do you go on a deep-sea quest to steal beautiful pearls from a scary kraken, or do you journey to a volcano to have a hot time at a fire method strip club? Well, you're supposed to be being independent, and you're supposed to be, like, being productive? Neither of these things seems very independent or productive. I guess if you're stealing something, it might be productive. But then a deep sea quest is going to be very unindependent because she'll have all her fish people to do things for her. Yeah, go to the volcano.
Disgraceful.
Uh-oh, not so fun. You expect me, royalty, a princess, a royal princess who is royal, to attend some vile sex show? And you expect me, a demon, to put up with the attitude at a strip club? And surely if you feel the stirrings of passion in your loins, it will spur the stirrings of passion in your fist.
Huh?
What? Miri? Did you just make a masturbation joke? Egads, of course not. I meant that if you were so riled up over naked methods, surely that would explode and spill out, terrible choice of words, into your proclivity for violence. You shouldn't be tempted to have any feelings whatsoever. The best way for you to lose your violent instincts is to sit in a dark room with no stimuli whatsoever.
What a noob.
Well, maybe that's the best way for you to learn to be independent, too. Maybe it is. They spend their adventure locked in separate, dark rooms. Okay, you lose 2 fun and 1 charm. I'm really bad at this. Gosh, right. We can pull it back. Week 2, noon.
Let's go.
Let's go! Okay, where are we going for lunch today? Who's the tiger guy? I don't know. Let's go sit over here, shall we? We haven't met the Gorgon yet. You take your seat and... If you didn't know any better, you would say it seems like Vera and Polly are almost more interested in their phones than they are in you. And you do know better. You know that, yes, that is exactly what's happening right now.
Hey there.
It's nothing personal, Blue. It's just that Polly and I are very engrossed in texting our financial slave.
Yay!
Yeah, it's pretty hard to compete with some guy whose fetish is buying you anything you want. That's my fetish too. Not buying things for people, having people buy things for me. Duh! Good thing he's rich enough to take care of both of us. You know what they say, true friendship is sharing secrets and financial slaves. Still, I do worry that this arrangement might not be sustainable. What happens if he runs out of money? Our cash flow instantly stops. Besides, being handed everything you want on a platter, in this case the platter being an online money transferring platform, is almost boring. Yeah, I get that. It's a little less boring when you're on as much acid as I am right now, but I see what you mean. If we could somehow turn this into a business venture, then maybe it would get interesting and we could continue to profit, even after he's gone broke from catering to our every whim. I mean, how interesting do you think business actually is? Since he is so obsessed with us, we should just tell him to do something totally insane and see if he does it. I don't know, a weirdo giving away his money and getting into hijinks is great and all, but I want to start making real money. And I think money is fine and all, but my favourite currency is chaos. Seems like the ladies are at a very exciting crossroads. Maybe a random bystander can give them a nudge in the right direction. You can easily grow this arrangement into a business, just escalate and delegate. Have the financial slave go and acquire his own financial slave to give him money, and have that financial slave go and find a financial slave. Or tell him to marry a llama. Oh my gosh, tell him to marry a llama! Oh my god, yes, that is everything to me! I actually had a dream just like that one time. Except it wasn't a llama, it was an alpaca. Duh, difference. And it wasn't a wedding, it was a bar mitzvah. But other than that, it was exactly the same! Yeah, I don't think this is my scene. I'm gonna go check on my illegal law firm. Catch you weirdos later! I'm texting the financial slave right now, telling him to marry a llama. Ooh, he's already typing, let's see. Blue, you will never believe this. It turns out the financial slave has actually been talking to a llama for a few months. Now, through a llama monster dating site. He says he's a commitment-ophobe and never really defined the terms of his relationship with the llama, and he keeps introducing the llama as a friend, but he knows now it's because he was just scared of being hurt. He's taking this as a sure sign that it's time for him to be brave and commit to the llama. They're headed to City Hall for the ceremony right now. Of course he says he'll have to take his leave of our group chat since his heart and wallet now belong to another. Specifically, a llama. Aww, isn't that the sweetest love story you've ever heard? I'm so glad we got to make it happen. Together. That is the sweetest love story you've ever heard. Or something. But hey, maybe you and Polly will end up having a love story of your own. At this rate, maybe we will.
Let's go.
Where are we going this evening? Well, we never actually did get to see the outdoors because it was just the shop that was there, so let's try again. Woo! Rave time. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain 2 fun. Woo! Well, that's good. You're happily examining the shitty crayon drawing you got from the store, thinking about what kind of frame will enhance its childish colours and stupid composition when Scott approaches you.
Hey, bro.
Hey, Blue, is that a picture? I love pictures. Coach says 1 picture is worth 1,000 words, and there are so many words I love, like pizza and good and boy, so a picture must be even better. What's your picture saying, bro? It looks like a little stick person holding hands with 2 big stick persons, and there's a house and the sun has hair. You patiently explain to Scott that this is a picture of a family, and that those are solar rays, not hair.
Awesome, bro.
Oh, so those big bros are protecting the little bro, I get it. What? No? You tell Scott that the 2 big stick people are parents. Parents? Wow. So that's what parents look like. I totally have some parents, but...
Oh.
well, I've never actually seen them. How does that work? That's okay though. Once a year they sneak into our house in the middle of the night and leave me Christmas presents because I'm a good boy and they love me.
Go home, loser.
Ha! You baby. You still think parents leave Christmas presents in the middle of the night? That's a myth. Wow, jerk. It is. Yeah, everybody knows that all Christmas gifts are delivered by Satan Claus, a bearded home invader with lobster hands and a cookie fetish. But my parents, they think I'm a good boy. Psst, Blue, are you really just gonna stand there and let those douchebags ruin Scott's innocent? Distract him. Whoa, you know this is a serious situation if it's causing Vera to show empathy. Quick, divert Scott's attention by... starting a discussion on the history and development of jazz as a musical art form, or making a silly face. I mean, I know which one he's gonna listen to. Silly face time! Oh, not so fun? Of course, what a great idea. You make an enormous stone face out of basalt and emeralds. What? What are you doing, Blue? That stone face looks scary. Oh. I admire its eldritch brutalism, but I am also confused as to why you're doing this. A giant stone face? We hate giant stone faces! Woof 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 woof! I hate you too, you miserable animals, booms the giant stone face. No wonder your parents abandoned you. Their parents abandoned them? But what about my parents? Your parents too, you buff idiot, says the stone face in a voice older than death. Specifically your parents. Oh my gosh, I may have just made him hate me.
Not cool.
Oh wow, okay.
You're a failure.
You're such a douchebag in a not appealing way, Blue. Oh no. When they say that sometimes it's better not to tell the truth, they don't mean the alternative is to build a magic stone face to tell the truth for you.
Oh.
No, it's okay. I guess it was time for me to accept the truth. But I don't want to accept the truth that I'm a douchebag. Woof, 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 woof. You slink away in shame. The face you made wasn't funny at all. It erodes at spooky high and dramatically lowers everyone's self-esteem. You lose 2 charm and 1 money. That stonehead was expensive. Well, I suck. Week 3!
Let's go.
Right, we need to go somewhere that we're not going to cause chaos. Let's go to the library. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs, managing your start kicker. That looks like Pokemon. You deceive lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice. You gain 100,000 money, but almost everything goes to cover costs and you only keep 2. 2's better than none. Liam and Damien stand over a pile of books Liam has gathered. They're scowling intently, as if the books have personally wronged them.
So mainstream.
Our school teaches the most common mainstream basic material imaginable. I think there's only one thing we can do, really. Petition the school to include works of value. Burn the books. Damien, you're absolutely right. The fight against anti-intellectualism must be telegraphed in strong action, not just empty words. Damien snaps his finger, and the books burst into flames. You have to admit, between a petition and fire, fire is the much cooler option. Unfortunately, it's at this exact moment that Crazy Martin chooses to appear. And who is Crazy Martin? Oh no. No, not again! He always thinks these things are my fault, just because they are! I can't get detention. I'm seeing a nondescript yogurt resort concert this weekend, and the band only plays once in a blue moon, when the lunar eclipse lines up with... There's no time to let Liam finish. Quick, step in and be the hero they need. Okay. Tell him there was a 3-horned paper gobbler on the loose that was planning to devour the entire collection, or burn down the entire library. No point of origin, no proof of culprit. Well, this isn't very believable, is there? Let's burn it all! So bold. Without thinking, you grab as many books as you can and throw them onto the fire as well! You add a chair and a table. Turns out pretty much everything in the library is flammable. Liam and Damien get into the spirit and are soon adding computers, magazines, and students to the bonfire. Crazy Martin runs to grab a fire extinguisher, at which point you, Liam, and Damien are able to sneak out of the library, leaving behind no possible trace evidence, considering everything you touched is charred. Hot damn! That was some of the best arson I've ever seen, and believe me, I know my arson. Perhaps, when they restock the library, they'll choose books with a more diverse array of historical perspectives. Or, even better, they won't, and then we can do all this shit all over again. If high school doesn't work out for you, at least you've got a bright future as a career arsonist. You gain 2 boldness and 1 fun. Woo!
Let's go.
We did a good thing. We're very bold. Okay, where are we going to sit for lunch? Let's sit over here. The fire guy seems to like us. And, no one else does. Especially these two. They do not like us. Yeah, let's go over here. Strange. You could have sworn Polly and Damien were at this table when you picked it.
Hey, noob.
Hey, loser. Down here.
Hey, boo.
It's us, Polly and Damien, hiding under this table for totally innocent reasons. A ferocious roar sounds from the door of the cafeteria. Crazy Martin, the werebear janitor, is here, and he is looking for someone. Hopefully not us. Oh shit, he's here! Why is he after us anyway? I think what we did really falls more under federal jurisdiction. International law, more like. Those munchkins were Canadian citizens. Now that you mention it, I think we actually might have to face a war crimes tribunal. Worth it though, right? Oh, totally. As long as we can get away from Buzzkill the bear over there. Okay. So, option 1. Just hide in the ghost zone. You know, the special alternative dimension only ghosts can use. Option 2. Hide behind diplomatic immunity. I mean, you're both princesses of hell, right? Yeah, diplomatic immunity is the way to go. Because if they're both princes of hell, they can both, get away with it. Whereas only she can go to the ghost zone, as I'm pretty sure he's still alive. Ah, hearts with him. Not me! I'm not even a princess of hell. Okay. Oops. Guess you should have thought of that before being born a commoner, huh? I wasn't born, Damien. I was died. Well, die better next time. I'll try to keep that in mind when I'm being tried at Fairy Tale Court for negligible munchkinicide. Great, let me know how it goes. I'm off to crush an orphanage and get away with it, because I'm royalty. Later! After the orphanage crushing, Damien takes you out for ice cream. Sweet! Literally! Okay, that's really cool. Evening!
Let's go.
Right, where are we going this evening? Where have we not been yet? We've been to class, we've been to library, we've been outdoors, and we went to the gym, I think. So, let's go to the auditorium. Oh my gosh, look at us! We're a knight. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you figurative oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain 2 creativity. Oh, lovely, thank you. You see Damien pacing the stage, stabbing the air with his cardboard lance. Oh wow, look at you! I don't do things if I don't look badass doing them. This play is not an exception. I am gonna live so truthfully through these imaginary circumstances. The script is just so, I don't know, vague. Why is the Dark Knight so evil? Where does his anger come from? Why all the murder? And yes, when it comes to plays, I want there to be a reason for murder. I just don't need one in real life. You better give him a reason not to murder you, just in case. Okay, so. The knight was driven evil by the death of his parents and or spouse. It's never been done. Be method. Go on a real-life killing spree. He asked for a reason, and I'm not sure how that's a reason. So, let's try this top one. Not so creative. Uh-oh. Oh, man! I never even thought of that. Like, maybe he started out good and full of hope about the world, but then a personal tragedy causes him to turn to the dark side. Holy shit, man. Mind blown. Mind very much blown. This is so good. I'm gonna turn it into a movie, and since the character is called The Dark Knight, I'm gonna call the movie The Dark Knight. He does, and pitches it, focusing heavily on the part where the Dark Knight's parents are killed in front of him. Hello, Batman. Apparently, someone had already done this first, and sends him a strongly worded cease and desist letter, which he passes on to you with a friendly punch to the face. You lose 2 boldness and 1 creativity. Dang and blast. We're not good.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay. So. Oh, look at this. If I hover over this painting... Oh, if it's not the painting. If I hover over this in general, it shows us all the different, sort of symbols. So we're very bold, and apparently boldness should take us to the toilets? So let's do it. Week 4, morning. That day, you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. Of all the places to hang out, I can think of better somehow. You give +0 shits, but you gain 2 boldness. Ah, so those symbols that we see are what we gain if we hang out there. Gotcha. You're chilling in the bathroom with Damien and Miranda. Thank the gods for co-ed bathrooms. I love those shorts. Everything's going great, and you're obviously very cool until you hear some noises. Oh snap! It's Crazy Martin the Werebear janitor. Damn, we're done. If I get caught skipping class again, they're gonna feed me to the school's dragon. Oh my gosh, yes, can we visit the dragon? Where is he? Or even worse, they'll make me come in on a Saturday. Ah, this is bad, and I didn't bring my champion. Who would fight to the death to defend my honour? What could we do? It seems they're both waiting for you to do something, but how do you scare a werebear? No time to think. You bust out of the stall and... make yourself as big as possible, or it's showtime! Play dead until he goes away. Screw it. We're gonna make ourselves as big as possible. You puff out your cheeks, stuff a bunch of toilet paper in your shirt, and you wave your arms in the air. Crazy Martin has no idea what the hell is happening. He thinks he's having a flashback to Nam. As Martin flees the bathroom, Damien puts a hand on your shoulder. That was stupid as hell, but you sure scared him to death. Stupidity plus bravery is my favourite mix. You're rad. Well, at least someone liked it. Yes, that was superb. For a moment, you scared me too. So convincing. You're my knightess in shining armour. Defeating a werebear with nothing more than toilet paper. That's something to remember. You gain 2 boldness and 1 creativity. Yes, go us! Positive interaction. Okay, lunchtime.
Let's go.
Where are we sitting today? I think we go to this table again. We're getting on well with our friend, the fire demon, and we do like the party ghost, so let's do it. You arrive at your chosen table to find Damien dejectedly hefting a ball of mashed potatoes, while Polly sadly passes her hand through the same. Oh, poor Polly. Can she even eat? Seriously, what do we have to do to get a food fight started in this cafeteria? Well, Damien, I'm sure we can help you with this. I honestly do not know. I tried throwing potatoes at people and yelling food fight, but I think everyone is too scared of me to fight back. And I can't throw food anyway, because of my stupid ghost hands. Plates, mirrors, antique furniture, sure, but not food. There's gotta be a way to provoke a food war. My dads are always telling me to be more political. But we're not political. Your strength is hitting things, and my strength is being unbelievably hot all the time. Unbelievably hot? That's it. We'll set the cafeteria on fire. Wait, no, that's not a solution. That's just arson. Why do I always jump straight to arson? Oh dear. 'Cause you're a fire demon. It's hard to watch them struggle through this by themselves, so you step in with an idea of your own. Wars are fought over scarce resources. Steal everyone's food and put it in a pile. That ought to do it. Or 2. Hey, Polly, you know how the Greeks fought a whole war over Helen of Troy's face? We just need you to get kidnapped by Trojans. I don't really understand how that's going to cause a food fight, but this might do it, so let's try this. Whoa, is that what politics is? Beating people up and putting their stuff in a big pile? I mean, kinda. I didn't know it was already so good at politics. And then I can roll around in the food pile. It'll feel so good on my non-skin. That's kinda gross. Damien spends the rest of lunch piling up everyone's food in an enormous food mountain. Hungry students are soon swarming the mountain, trying to grab what they can, while Damien pelts them with fire and knives from above. In a panic, the students turn on each other, fighting with the only weapon they have, the food in their hands. Haha, food fight, I think a fight like this is just how I died. The casualties are beyond counting, but no one will be forgetting that food fight anytime soon. Success?
Let's go.
Okay, and where are we going this evening? Right, so... Again, these are our options. I guess we suck at charm. Maybe we should go try and gain some charm, so we're slightly less rubbish. Because it is distinctly below all our other things. So to gym we go. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. But the match isn't as important as the human interactions within it. You're at your peak when you decide to go for the overkill and wink at one of your teammates. He's totally mesmerised. It's the most epic wink ever. Damn, you know how to win over people's hearts. You gain 2 charm. Woo! Okay, you join Miranda and Damien's team for game 2. It goes differently? Come on, shitdicks. Face the power of hell. Paint this battlefield red, Damien. Grind them all into a thin red paste. Okay, that sounds kind of gross. I don't want paste for teams. You express your worry and confusion over the number of corpses in the gym. Isn't this supposed to be a friendly game? Friendly? What the heck is friendly? I only have 2 words in my vocabulary. Kill and murder. What happened to fire and arson, Damien? Come on. Honour, glory, feudalism. These are the words we will fight for. These are the words we will die for. Whoa, you didn't sign up to die. You gotta stop this before it turns into an FPS or something. Okay. Get off my nuts, narrator. You don't understand the ancient reasons for dodgeball slaughter. Many died before us, but we won't waver. Or, guys, it's just a dodgeball. Let's just throw the ball and have fun. I mean, yeah, this is the obvious one, but I'm not sure it's gonna work that well. But let's try. Not so charming. Dang it, I am just not a charming individual, apparently. You pick up a ball and toss it playfully up and down. You put on a disarming smile and stand there, cute as can be. Spoiler alert, this does not end well for you. Oh, thanks. Defeatist! Miranda kind of shoots you. Don't worry, you only sustained some minor brain damage. It's never stopped you before. You will lose 3 smarts, though. Dang and blast. The brain is kind of important. Is there an outcome where we just don't get a date?
Let's go.
It seems like that outcome might be coming up. Right, well, I assume you go to the library for smarts, maybe? No, it looks like you go to class for smarts. Let's try going to class and see if we can get some smarts back. That day, you were astonished by the new stuff you learn in class. You thought that high school was all about doing stupid shit with your friends and trying to find true love. Who would have thought that class could actually be useful? What a nice surprise. You gain +1 valuable lesson. Good luck trying to use that in this game. And 2 smarts. There we go, we're making some progress. You see Damien beating the piss out of a goblin like he always does when he's depressed. You go over and ask him what's up. If this is the whole heir to the throne of hell thing, it's really bumming me out. I hate being a prince of hell. I'm gonna hate being a king of hell even more. I mean, how am I supposed to rebel against authority when I'm the authority? Ugh, not even beating the piss out of this goblin is cheering me up. For once, we're having some deep thoughts. Damien continues to beat the piss out of the goblin, but his heart clearly isn't in it. I mean, is there anything rad I can do as King of Hell? Literally anything? You're forgetting about the ultimate way to fight authority. Total war! Kings have harems, and I'd definitely join yours. Well, I don't think he likes us enough to actually have that cheer him up, so let's go with total war.
Fucking metal.
So bold! Oh yeah, war. I totally forgot about war. Probably because my dads are such lame asses. They keep going on about, what's the word? Diplomacy? Duplo monkey? Ha! Duplo monkey. I would love a monkey built out of Duplo, that'd be fun. Diplomacy? Am I saying that right? Diplomacy? Whatever. I'll have it taken out of the dictionary when I'm king. Suck on that, Webster. Damien's so excited, he even stopped strangling that goblin. It sends you a massage coupon as a thank you. You gain 2 smarts and 1 bold. Yes! We're no longer stupid. We did a good. Right.
Let's go.
Where are we going to eat lunch today? I think we should go hang... Who are you? Person with, like, star earring. Should we go over here? Why not? You are about to take a bite of your sandwich when some douchebag rips a hole in the fabric of reality.
Greetings, my love.
It is I, the interdimensional prince. Oh wow. I have searched far and wide for a hero capable of solving a most fiendish riddle for me. The riddle of... how to get my TV to switch from HDMI 1 to HDMI 2! I've tried everything short of actually using the remote control. You heave a deep sigh and accompany the prince to his dimension, where you solve his problem by using the remote control. You truly are both wise and generous. As a thank you, please allow me to teach you one of my kingdom's customary rituals. Perhaps laser communion might interest you? Or reverse baptism? Or eggs? The choice is yours. Stuff that. Let's make up our own ritual. Or how about the ritual where you give me a big pile of money and go away? No, let's make up our own ritual. Aha! We have a ritual for this. The ritual of making up rituals. It's why we have so many dumb and bad rituals. First, we get incredibly high on interdimensional weed. Then, we pretty much do whatever we want and make it illegal for people not to do that thing once a year. Sounds good to me! You guys get ripped and invent a holiday called Shrimp Christmas. It's Christmas, but everyone just gets stocking full of shrimp delivered by a giant shrimp. It becomes so popular that it leaks over into your dimension where it replaces actual Christmas. You gain 4 creativity. Win? That was a good lunch break.
Let's go.
What shenanigans can we get up to this evening? Let's see. We are rubbish at charm, but every time we try and build our charm, we seem to sort of fail. So, should we try being fun? Let's go to the tree. Woo, 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 woo! That day during recess, we start another half-hour rave that goes full crazy. We're good at this. You're talking to Juan, the small magical Latino cat, when he tells you that you won't ever be as fun as Bob the Scary Clown. Rude. You accept the challenge. You go straight to Bob, stab him several times, open his bleeding chest, and eat some of his guts in order to consume his fun. Really? Do you think that's how this works? Well, it is! You gain 2 fun from poor Bob. Great. That's brilliant. You're chilling out, not murdering anyone, when Damien slinks up to you. He's hauling a large sack with the words, "Definitely not a corpse," written on it.
Hey, noob.
Hey, you're not gonna believe this, but there's definitely actually a corpse in this bag. I believe it. I'll believe anything from you now, mate. You never would have guessed. Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying I'm exactly responsible for making this corpse. At least not without my lawyer present. But let's just say he and I apparently had very different definitions of rock, paper, scissors. Anyway, I'm not interested in going back to jail, so I need you to help me hide this body real quick. It would be an extremely attractive thing to do. Luckily, hiding dead bodies is kind of your thing. You share your brilliant solution. 1. Disguise him as a drinking fountain. No one will know the difference. 2. Just chuck him in my garage. He'll blend perfectly with my collection of vintage dead bodies. In the garage he goes. So bold. You throw the corpse in the back of Damien's dread chariot and hoof it over to your garage. Holy hell, are these all yours? Some of these are total classics. Elvis Presley? Amelia Earhart? Dang, you've got 3 popes here. I've spent all this time trying to be a great murderer, when the greatest murderer of all time was right next to me the entire time. Damien lovingly lays his mangled corpse next to your pristine collector's items, a look of awe on his face. Joke's on him, you're actually just a really accomplished grave robber. You gain 2 smarts and 1 charm. It's the final week, week 6.
Let's go.
What are we gonna do? Let's go. Where should we go? Let's go. Let's hang out in the bathroom again. That day you visit the bathrooms to take a number 2. Don't worry, there won't be an illustration of that specific moment. Thing is, you make one of the boldest decisions in your life. You don't put paper on the toilet seat before using it. Look at you, you crazy lunatic. You gain 2 boldness and probably +1 staphylococcus with a slight chance of 1 STD. Nice. As you enter the bathroom, you notice there's something a little different about it. Specifically, the different thing is that it's on fire. Damien, where are you? Ha! Oh man, can you believe it? The bathroom just randomly caught fire for no reason. On the wall, you notice graffiti reading, "Scott is more swole than Damien 5 ever, but surely this is unrelated." Shh. Shit, dude, I can't get detention again. I have an urgent appointment with someone, and by that I mean my fists have an urgent appointment with their face. And if my fist can't make that appointment... Damien cracks his knuckles. Better think of a way to save him. Okay, number 1. Call Scott and have him pee it out. If there's one thing we know about Scott, it's that he loves to pee on things. Or 2, if you burn down the whole school, no one will be worrying about a little bathroom. I mean, that got us out of trouble with the library. Bold. So you're saying I should fight fire with fire? It's so simple. Anytime I have a problem, all I have to do is set it on fire. And if that fire causes any new problems, I can just set those problems on fire. It works in every situation. I can't believe I never thought of this before. Damien doesn't even get around to setting the whole school on fire. He's too busy writing his new self-help book. Fighting Fire with Fire. A foolproof guide to inevitable success in all situations. It sells 1 million copies. Damien shares the profits with you. You gain 3 money. Wow. And then lunch it is. Right. Let's sit in the middle here. When you reach Liam and Damien's table, you find it absent of food but covered in paperwork. Do we really need all these special forms? Can't we just write death threats on regular paper? For the last time, Damien, substantive change within an administrative system requires mastery of the mechanisms of bureaucracy. What if we wrote the death threats on really fancy paper? Liam turns to address you. As you can see, my mastery of realpolitik has caused me to embrace an unlikely ally in my quest for reform. I have no idea what he's saying. I just want the cafeteria food to stop being so bloomin' boring. You see, our interests are aligned. I too desire a menu less pedestrian. Sure. Either way, we're stuck on the last bit. We know that we want the menu to change, but we don't know what to change it to. Yes, we have indeed encountered a culinary block. Perhaps you can suggest something appropriately artistic. Right. Number 1, a white plate with a single sprig of parsley in the centre, the essence of minimalism. Or number 2, a bowl of knives, the essence of knives. Well, it sounds like everyone would go hungry with just a blimmin' sprig of parsley. Let's have some knives. Now that's interesting. Knives? Seems a bit didactic. We'll see how didactic it is when I'm stabbing faces with a bowl full of knives. You don't know what didactic means, do you? Nope, but I know how funny it'll be to watch a bunch of nerds trying to finish a knife bowl. Damien's application to add knives to the menu is a success. He starts holding daily knife-eating contests. Sounds rather pointy. There are no winners, except Damien, who thinks it's hilarious, and you, who came up with this. Magnificent. I like being a winner. Right. Our final evening at school.
Let's go.
What are we going to get up to? Which shenanigans are we ready for? Let's go to the library. That day you spent some time on the library's PC, playing good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? This time it paid off, so screw it. You gain 2 money. Afterwards, Damien comes up and punches you affectionately in the shoulder. Hey asshole, go to hell. Like, literally. My house is in hell and I'm inviting you over. Don't read too much into it. Only one problem. In order to get there, you kinda gotta damn your immortal soul. So, how about it? What crimes against God and man will you commit so we can hang out? Number 1. Oh, I think I'm already damned. Looking into your eyes feels so good, it must be a sin. Or 2, I'll run over a bunch of nuns with a lawnmower. Oh my gosh, this is a tough call, because nuns and a lawnmower is kind of hilarious. I should probably go to hell for saying that sentence, but this is obviously so romantic and like... Right, we're running over the nuns. Oh yeah, the old nuns under a... Oh yeah, the old nuns under a lawnmower prank. Classic! Let me know if you need to borrow my lawnmower. It's got monster truck wheels and a grenade launcher. Oh my god, yes. Can we have it, please? These days, you can never be too careful when you're mowing down nuns. You know, they're starting to carry nunchucks. Oh my. What is the world coming to? With the help of Damien's nun mower, you're able to jib a whole convent of nuns, even if they are all black belts in nunjitsu. You gain 2 fun and 1 money from the collection plate. Amazing. Oh wow, the monster prom joins near. Who will you ask to prom? Well, we've got to ask Damien, haven't we? Come on. Come to prom with us, Damien. Will you do it? Oh wait. I could just say none of them. No, we want to go with Damien.
Yo!
Fingers crossed!
Let's go.
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. Prom? With you? How can I put this delicately? Are we about to get brutally rejected? Oh, dang. He said no.
What a loser!
This failure haunted you the rest of your life, and you never moved on, becoming a total and constant failure. You never succeed at anything, ever again. Except for that time you won at Monsters Got Talent, but your talent was being a failure at love. It astonished everyone how bad you were at romance. Not any less sad, though. Wow. Wow, indeed. We sucked at that. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to watch anyway. If you would like to leave a like down below if you've enjoyed our disastrous run, that would be lovely. If you want to subscribe to the channel, again, click down below and it will keep you up to date with everything going on. Thank you and goodbye!